We are out here every second, every moment, every minute. We are creating the life that we love, and now we're back. We're back to reality. Back to life. Back to reality. Okay, yeah. So y'all know what I mean. Reality. We're back. We've left the wonderful land of the dreams. And now we're back to something a little more stable, a little more structured, a little more here. And this is just the way it is, Reality, right? Wrong. This is the way we've dreamed it to be. Because you see, the dream, as I said before, is interchangeable with the reality. And the reality is interchangeable with the dream. And nothing comes into the tangible world until it's first been through that creative space, that darkness, that dream space, where the ego has subsided and our spiritual body reigns. Our spiritual body is free to take its paintbrush and paint and flow and move without bounds, without measures. But you know what? If you stay there too long in the dream space, you won't come back. And honestly, you probably won't even really be here in in the flesh. Because what happens when you dive deep into waters where you see all the magical mermaids and wondrous things that you've never explored before you dive deep? But if you get lost in that place, if you get lost in those waters, you'll forget that you have to breathe. And we breathe here. We inhale and we exhale here. And so this is the most important part. It's all important. But it is so important that we remember that we've got to breathe. And a lot of us, we're breathing, but the air can be a little stank sometimes. No, that's not you. Maybe the air smells really, really good. But it changes from good to bad to stinky to good to, and we just feel like we have no grip over the stench. We have no grip over the quality of air that we breathe. But in these episodes, I would love to share my ways of directing the air, directing the flow, and picking and choosing the things that I inhale and exhale on a daily basis. I'm going to share with you guys a story. A story where every day I would look up at the sky and I would see the beautiful clouds, the beautiful sun, and as the sun would go down, I began to see the stars. stars were always so beautiful. They are still very beautiful to me. And as I would look at the stars in awe of their beauty, I would notice things. I would notice things that I felt like people around me didn't notice. I felt like the things that I saw in the sky were so unique to my experience, my journey, my life, that when other people looked at the same thing I would look at, the image would be so different. And I would think to myself, man, what world are they living in? I would ask people, even when the stars were out, and I would point and I would say, look, do you see that star? Isn't it like beautiful? It's moving, see? You see it moving? And they would reply, it's them satellites. It's the government watching us with their drones. And that would crush me. It would crush me so much. It made me sad. Why did it make me sad? That people just didn't see what I saw. Well, it made me sad because deep down, I was aware that I could create and I can pick and choose the world that I choose to live in. Deep down, I could enter the realities that exist within my own existence. And so it made me sad when I would meet someone that was not aware of this. It would make me sad to see someone so fixed on a presence that they've created themselves. This world that we live in, this realm that we exist in, this reality, is our reality. And when every night we go to sleep and our dreams are full of nightmares, they're full of fears, they're full of restrictions, then our reality becomes just as scary. Our reality becomes just as limiting. Our reality becomes just as fixed. And I could feel that. And I realized that that's what I was doing. I was creating. I was calling my reality to me. And to share that with others, initially, it's hard to get a grip on because what do I do outside of this tangible world? What do I do outside of what makes sense? Well, just because you can't touch it, just because you can't knock it with your hand, squeeze it, kick it, fold it, put it on paper, it doesn't mean that it can't make sense. Because it can. Everything has the capacity to make some amount of sense, or else it wouldn't really exist, would it? What can exist without making some type of sense? If I'm sad, if I'm lonely, if I'm depressed, in my dream state, in my spiritual body, then eventually, I'm gonna get sick. My body's going to weaken. My flesh will respond. I might break out. I might be sluggish. I might react. I will react physically. If physically I hurt myself, I fall, I break something that happens physically that I can't ignore. I lose my house. I lose my family. Spiritually, that will affect me. That will affect my emotional well-being. And then that's when the nightmares begin. And then that's when I get depressed. These two worlds are linked together, and they create an equilibrium of mind and body. We create with our mind, we sustain with our bodies. So now we see how reality is a physical manifestation of our dream state. Though I mentioned the dark side to it, there is a bright side, and that has a lot to do with why I made this podcast in the first place. There's a bright side to all of this. There's a power in all of this. We can enter and leave realms as we so choose. We can decide what life it is that we're going to live. When I'm doing good, when I'm feeling good, when I mindfully direct my emotions and my thoughts to propelling and recreating those feel good, be great emotions, however that relates to me, because I'm aware that not everyone is maybe a star fanatic like I am, but whatever greatness, whatever that expansive, beautiful feeling means to you, I mean, whatever fulfillment means to you, honestly, that's what I want your reality to be filled with. I want it to be filled with fulfillment. If that means quitting your job, if that means being financially free, if that means having and finding your twin flame, if that means having a beautiful family life, having children who honor and love you, and if that means having $1 million, whatever that means to you, I want to help you create it. And in order to manifest, in order to build up that energy within the dream, to make it come here to you physically, then it's great to know a little bit of something about energy, right? It's great to have an idea. It's great to not just intellectually know about it, but feel what I'm saying. You feel me? Y'all feel me? We can be overwhelmed by what we see on the news and what we see on the media and what we see when we go outside. A lot of it can serve to dishearten us, right? I want to uplift you. I want what you see every day to uplift you, to make you smile, to feed you so that you can feed your existence, so you can feed everyone else around you, right? That is a true meaning. That is a true way of wealth. Seeing that where you are right now, who you are right now, and everything that you experience has value. So much value. The people in your life, they have value. But we have to perceive it first, right? We have to create what we see. So realistically, within your realm, your physical, tangible existence, what is it that exists? What is it that is here putting a smile on your face? What is it that is here that you are grateful for? That you are grateful that you are grateful. Right? Just the fact that you're listening to me right now, huh? And you have ears, tangible ears, physical ears that work. That says a lot. And the best way, one of the best ways that a lot of us know so well to create and sustain this physical existence is to, number one, be grateful. See our greatness. I like to say that a lot better than being grateful, because we are great. But do we see that? Do we see the greatness that exists within us, without us? It is us. Reality is a beautiful thing. Reality is a beautiful opportunity. Let's step out of our fixation in the realms that we are entering into. Let's step into our superpowers. Yeah, I said it, superpowers. Let's step into our superpowers, our magic capabilities to pick and choose what it is that we give weight to, that we make dents here, right? Because everything starts out light. It starts out etheric. It starts out as a thought and a feeling. And then once you start to add more thoughts, once you start to add more feelings, once you start to bring these thoughts and feelings to places, spaces, situations, it denses, it denses, it denses, it gets heavier until all of a sudden you're holding something, you're grabbing something, you've got something to work with. Those are your essentials to creating your reality. Essential tips. Be mindful and be aware that everything starts light. Then it gets a little heavier, Not too heavy now. Not too heavy. Because then it's just going to be too much weight. We want it to be just enough weight to where we working those muscles. We working those muscles. We getting those abs together. We getting those nice pecs and nice glutes and, calf muscles and nice body workout. Nice body workout. I know I have just great analogies to share with you guys for this journey of creation that we're on, but man, It is so beautiful. It's so expanding, the things that we are capable of. And I'm just really glad I get to remind you how great you are. And that is our reality, greatness. Thank you for listening. This was a Side Mystic, and we are out here creating every second, every moment, every minute our reality, creating the life we love. And you are amazing. Make sure you go to asidemystic.net, get your free gift, check out my primordial secret to creating the life you love. It is a powerful, essential message that is a perfect startup for creating anything here. Densifying anything here, manifesting anything here. Check it out. And I will see you soon. Peace.